Good evening, and welcome to your quarterly report. I am Ryan Consul.
And I'm Mike Borko. Here are tonight's top stories. The release of GTA 6 has been delayed yet again until May of next year. But as you can see here, Philly drivers just couldn't wait.
Elon Musk said in a recent tweet that Donald Trump belongs on Mount Rushmore, saying that he would personally work the chisel. Yeah, pal, I'm pretty sure you've been working his chisel for the last couple of years.
Former President Joe Biden has been diagnosed with an aggressive form of prostate cancer. Doctors say it's the first time in years that Biden has been aggressive about anything.
Liam and Olivia dominate yet again as the top baby names for the 6th year in a row. Bottom of the list? Grumbo. Not a popular name.
Yesterday, the commencement address at the University of Maryland was delivered by none other than Kermit the Frog. Meanwhile, here at Drexel, our commencement address is set to be delivered by the ghost of Joe Biden's prostate.
Billy Joel is canceling all of his upcoming concerts as his representatives have announced the singer has been diagnosed with a brain disorder that affects his vision and balance. It's absolutely horrible, but I think we're all just relieved it wasn't a heart attack.
Big Billy Joel crowd. Warren Buffett, seen here after being shrunk by an evil witch. Big evil witch crowd. Warren Buffett said in a recent interview that the best way to teach your kids about taxes is by eating 33% of their ice cream. Buffett went on to add that the best way to teach your kids about climate change is by locking them in a hot car.
The vice president of an organization called Bikers Against Child Abuse has been arrested for sex crimes against children. I know. In response, a new organization has been founded called Bikers Against Child Abuse. The U.S. Treasury has confirmed that they intend to phase out the penny early next year. It's got to be the worst thing ever to happen to Lincoln's head.
Too soon. As Ryan said, it is true that the Treasury Department will stop minting pennies early next year because the coins cost more than 1 cent to produce. And while we're getting rid of things that are small and worthless, I'd also like to nominate Ryan's penis. Small Ryan. Small Ryan.
Great transition. RFK Jr., seen here after his skin suit got stuck in the zipper, admitted in a shocking interview, quote, "I don't think people should be taking medical advice from me." Well, don't worry, RFK. Hopefully no one's taking medical advice from the head of Health and Human Services. I mean, seriously, it's like the Pope saying, you guys shouldn't be listening to me about all this God stuff. It's ridiculous. Furthermore, RFK Jr., seen here emerging from the primordial soup, recently went swimming with his grandchildren in a creek that was contaminated with bacteria and parasites, but apparently he was just giving visitation hours to the mother of his brainworm.
Almost 24 people were injured last weekend when a Mexican naval ship crashed into the Brooklyn Bridge. When asked about the incident, President Trump stated, "The wall is not enough. Quite frankly, I think we need to build a dam." Smart, right?
In Rome last week, yes, an American tourist climbed a fence at the Colosseum, fell, and got impaled by a spike. When asked about how he wanted to be prosecuted, the man reportedly said that he was on the fence.
A woman at Newark Airport was stopped by TSA after attempting to board the plane with an entire rotisserie chicken. TSA was going to confiscate the chicken, but due to staffing shortages, they were forced to put it in the control tower.
In other airline news, Ryanair, no affiliation, has announced a new tier of standing-only seats in their planes coming as soon as next year. Not to be outdone, Spirit Airlines has announced a new seating tier where passengers must cling to the landing.
Japanese scientists have developed a new medicine that will allow humans to regrow their teeth, which is horrible news for anyone currently getting their dick sucked in a nursing home.
At an event honoring music in the UK, King Charles played various instruments made out of food, including this recorder that appears to be made out of a carrot and some sausages. And, I'm sorry, those are just his fingers. That's on me.
Luke Nichols, creator.
Big crowd for
Big Luke Nichols. Creator of the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel has announced his retirement after 11 years due to concerns of him and his family growing too famous. Apparently, even on a bed of logs in the middle of the woods, you're not safe from a Diddy party. And on that note, the federal trial of Sean Diddy Combs began last week and is expected to last until mid-July. This is due to the fact that all of the evidence keeps sliding out of the prosecution's hands.
A book club in Austin, Texas has been reading the same book for 12 years, and they're not even close to being done. The book is entitled The Unspeakable Sex Crimes of Mike Borko.
Not a big Mike Borko guy. Donald Trump, seen here showing that people grieve in different ways, posted an AI image of himself dressed as the Pope just 1 week after the death of Pope Francis. And while Pope Trump might sound impossible, Trump would likely do well in a papal election because just like American elections, the only requirements seem to be white and old as fuck. All right, since you love that one, it is true that for the first time in history, the Vatican has elected an American pope. And even more surprising, Pope Leo XIV is a graduate of Villanova University. Here, big Villanova crap, to give us some insight on the Pope's time at Villanova is Pope Leo's college roommate.
Oh, how we doing, fellas? Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, man, thanks for being here. So it must have been pretty crazy to see that your college roommate got elected to be Pope, right?
No, not at all. I can truly say that I've never met a holier man in my life.
All right, I mean, you guys, you did live together, so I guess you would know him pretty well.
Exactly. I think I'm the only one that knows the real him. You know, it's not like he has a missus to go home to or anything. Just, you know, the church.
I guess, but what exactly do you mean by the real him?
Well, you know, he is the Pope now, but everybody has a little fun in college. You know?
Yeah.
Do you know? Yeah.
Maybe. Do you have some examples you could give us?
Well, he used to pregame mass.
Really?
Yeah. He would just, you know, down an entire bottle of communion wine and then crash into service. I lost my chair. Crash into Sunday service. Like Kanye during one of those Taylor Swift acceptance speeches. You know?
So wait, you're saying he would drink an entire bottle of wine by himself? He wouldn't even share any with you?
Nah, dude. He would just give me water and say it turned into wine in my stomach.
I don't think that's how that works.
You should try telling him that. I mean, he would always just get on this soapbox and be like, the Lord works in mysterious ways.
Seriously?
No, and then he would make me the designated driver, which now I would love, but back then the Pope Mobile was a 68 Chrysler Newport with the coexist bumper sticker. Like,
That's interesting.
and by the way, the Pope was crazy about the birds. He was nuts. He was so nuts he was cashless. I'll tell you that right now. One time, he missed a theology midterm. You listening? You're not listening to me. He missed a theology midterm because he climbed up a pole in Center City after an Eagles wildcard game.
I feel like we would have heard about that.
And, nobody wrote anything down back then. It was the 90s.
It was not. Whatever. What other stories do you have?
Well, I can tell you, he definitely didn't take that vow of celibacy until after college.
So, wait, you're telling us the Pope has a body count?
I think so. I can't say for sure. All he used to say was that he needed the room for missionary, whatever that might mean. All I know was there were so many people involved. It was
Okay. I don't want to talk. No. All right. How about this? Before we get rid of you, how about one last story that gives us a good idea of this real Pope Leo?
Oh, well, I'll tell you. He once gave up the holy herb for Lent.
The holy. Wait, you're telling me you smoked weed with the Pope?
Oh, yeah. Lent was the perfect tea break. Now, don't get me wrong. I promise you, that next Easter Sunday, we burned that bush, and Jesus wasn't the only one ascending to heaven. Am I right?
Knocked one of my teeth loose on that one. Good thing there's medication for it. Okay. That's fucking crazy. Do you think the Pope still smokes weed?
Well, let's just say, when that white smoke went up at the Vatican, that wasn't the College of Cardinals. That was my boy Leo smoking a chronic in the Sistine Chapel.
All right. Now, we have a special treat for you guys. Since this is the last DNL show for Mike and I, we decided to write some jokes for each other.
That's right, we're making each other read jokes live on stage that the other person has never seen before.
And these are supposed to be fun, funny jokes that won't get us kicked out of Drexel just weeks before graduation, right?
Yeah, I don't know why you're freaking out. Real quick, before we start these, we were supposed to have pictures that went with them. We do not. But to make up for that, I have a special treat. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Ryan's tiny girlfriend, Lily Gourmet.
So, do you want a chair? Or are you just going to float
I
there?
do. No one gave me a
Can we
chair.
get a chair?
Can we get a chair for my tiny girlfriend? God damn it. Anyone?
All right, Ryan, why don't you go first?
Sorry. Jesus. All right.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, Pookie. I'm actually really glad you're here, because this is going to give me an opportunity to get a couple things off my chest. So as Benito Mussolini once said, let's get ready to rumble. As some of you may have heard, Mummy Pig of Peppa Pig family. Mummy Pig of the Peppa Pig family recently gave birth to her third child. And yes, the rumors are true. I am the father. But hey, it wasn't the first pig I fucked. Oh boy. I can't believe you agreed to that.
Alright, my turn. 6 Oscar Mayer Wienermobiles raced for glory at the Indy Motor Speedway earlier today. The last time 6 Wienermobiles raced for glory, I couldn't walk for a week.
Researchers have found that female fish, specifically freshwater molly, are more attracted to males who engage in homosexual behavior, such as kissing the genitals of other male fish, which coincidentally explains how I got Lily to be my girlfriend. Let's just say that when I take Molly and kiss the genitals of other men, she has a very similar reaction. It's good. Go ahead, read your next one.
Okay. Former Fox News host Tucker Carlson claims that hurricanes hitting the U.S. are probably because of abortion. And I think he's right. Oh my God. I know that you shorties in the audience love to kill babies. But maybe if you stop for like, I don't know, 5 minutes, then God wouldn't be punishing us like this.
That's rough. Guys, don't listen to him. In Kansas, a babysitter checking under the bed for monsters found a man hiding under a little girl's bed. Well, damn, bitch! Where do you want me to sleep?
A Delaware animal shelter is trying to care for and rehome thousands of chicks that survived being left in a postal service truck for 3 days. Trapped in an enclosure without food and water, thousands died before they were discovered. When I first read this story, I didn't feel bad at all because I thought the chicks were women. And they'd be causing all those damn hurricanes. But wait, there's more. Now I'm just sad that all those baby birds didn't grow up lucky enough to be in my 10-piece McNugget box.
Oh, man. A New Jersey police chief is being sued by Bergen County after he allegedly defecated on the station floor. Oh, sorry, it's a list. Defecated on the station floor, spiked officers' coffee with Viagra, and injected a needle into a fellow officer's penis. But to be fair, I don't know what Lily expected when she bought me that sexy cop uniform.
Pictures would have gone a long way on that. All right. Production has begun on Michael Bay's Skibbity Toilet movie. And look, let me just say, Michael Bay, if you're watching this, and we know that you are, I will gladly play the toilet if you cast Sydney Sweeney as the Skibbity. Well, fellas know what I'm talking about? In fact, if Sydney Sweeney isn't available, I'll still play the toilet.
I don't know why you shared that right now, but that's interesting. Okay. Cory Booker recently broke the record for the longest speech on the Senate floor by talking for over 24 hours straight. Only 24 hours, said my blabbermouth girlfriend. Seriously, guys, this one doesn't know how to shut up. She's like a snooze button on an alarm clock. Oh, fuck you. She's like a snooze button on an alarm clock. She'll just keep going until you hit her. Which one you want? Yeah, are you sure? All right, fine, whatever.
A boy playing with his mom's phone accidentally ordered 70,000 dum-dum lollipops. Boy, last time I was around 70,000 dum-dums, I was at a women's rights march. Am I right, fellas?
I have two more. It's just like on that page. There's one more behind that. So if you want to do all three back to back, you can.
Okay, I'll do the next one.
Okay, that's fine.
We didn't rehearse this. Young Sheldon star Montana Jordan says he refuses to let his former co-star Ian Armitage fly him anywhere. And while we're being honest, I always kind of wish there was a Young Sheldon prequel called Younger and Unsupervised Sheldon.
Whoa. Yikes. Alright. Euphoria star Zendaya has been cast as Shrek's daughter in the upcoming movie Shrek 5. It just goes to show how unrealistic Hollywood's beauty standards are getting. Even ogres need to be fuckable now? Although, I will say it's working, because I definitely hit that. But hey, it wouldn't be the first ogre I've fought. Alright, last one, Mike, go for it. Go ahead. No? Oh, for the what? Oh, yeah, go ahead. Just read it out loud. Go ahead.
Okay. Wow, this show really has been special. We have such an amazing team that came together to make props, costumes, and even set pieces that I personally requested for the show. I am now going to take the time to personally thank and name them. Even just the first names will do. Here I go. And of course,
they're in the room. That's not a hint, that's just like a guilt thing. Did you want to name them? Do you want me to? I thought that this is you're speaking out of your own volition right now. Right? That's all for your For the last time, I'm Ryan Console.
and I'm Mike Borko. Good night.